Hi there, this is Casey Stubbs from the Forex Master Trader, and I want to talk about how to trade in a recession. So this is very challenging when the market continues to move down. It can be very hard to find good trades. And so one of the things that I do that really helps me is to make sure I'm looking at a long-term perspective and to use weekly charts. And so you can see that right here, this was the top. And that was in the beginning of the year. And for most of the year, we've been headed this direction. Right? We've been headed down. And so if you've been trying to trade any time through this period, you've had a lot of challenges and more than likely had some losing periods. And so using weekly charts can help with that. So a couple things we want to look for. I have a 10-period moving average, and I also like to use price action. So I drew a level right here, and I'm not wanting to take any trades unless we can get above the previous shelf, which had a low right here. And let me actually zoom up so you guys can see that a little better. But so you can see we have this shelf and also the 10-period moving average. And once price breaks above that, then you can go ahead and start looking for trades. And this is the S&P 500. And you also notice that the MACD is starting to cross over. So we have the cross over the 10, cross over this key support and resistance level. And then I have a fast RSI and a slow RSI. And the fast RSI crosses above. And right now on a weekly chart, we have the RSI above 50. So it's really showing bullish momentum. And when you see that, now it's okay to get into the longer term trades. Before that, anytime you try to take a trade, you're getting hit into resistance. And so let's take a look at it daily by seeing how difficult that would be. So a lot of times when you think that you're having a pullback, like right here, it's actually not working. Or even here, you end up having some problems. And you know, right here you got to pull back and it just keeps coming down. And so you want, when you're in a really bearish market or downturn market, you want to get that confirmation on the weekly chart, which we're seeing right now. And also to always be looking at support and resistance lines and just be aware of those. So right now we have a very solid support or resistance line here on a daily. And so if this can cross above here, again, we'd be looking for bullish momentum. So I want to also look at this now on how to do this on a crypto. So let's look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin had a huge drop and it was extremely bearish. And this has been a challenge for a lot of people on how to trade this. So we're going to pull up the chart here and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go to a weekly time frame, and you can see that even now on a weekly, we're just barely crossing above. The MACD hasn't crossed. We're barely crossing this 10 period. And so we have breached this key support level. But, you know, it's still early. And when you do a weekly chart, it gives you plenty of time. You don't have to have fear of missing out. You don't have to worry about FOMO. You're like, okay, we just barely crossed here on a weekly. We crossed above this. So now I got some time. I can wait for it to pull back, maybe look for another pin bar right here, and we've got some time. And where would it go? Look for key levels. So a lot of traders think that they have to be in the market in and out every single day. But when you're in a strong bear market, you really can take your time and wait for weekly confirmations. It will save you a lot of losing trades. It will help you be successful when other traders are failing. You don't have to try to catch a falling knife and say, oh, it's going to reverse here. Just give it some time. You're not in a hurry. The weekly charts will give you plenty of time to get back into trades. You know, if we look at some of the previous bear markets in Bitcoin, for example, if we had traded on a weekly time frame, you can see we had a nice pullback right here, and it just went sideways for weeks and weeks and weeks. Right? This is back in 2018, and we hit a sideways market. We crossed above the 10 period. Our MACD went over, but we still went sideways for a long time, and we didn't really get that big up move until we broke that level. And so if you're trading on weekly charts, you've got, wow, you had like 4 or 6 months just to watch these charts and to prepare. You didn't have to worry about missing anything. There was plenty of time to get into that trade. And, you know, that's the power of a weekly chart, is it gives you time. You don't have to worry about fear of missing out. And right now, we might just meander around here for some time, and I'm not in any hurry. You know, I've got my levels here. I've got this level right here, and I've got a level right here. And we'll see what happens. If we get a big move up, then great. Otherwise, I'll just be waiting, see if it comes back down, and I'm just going to be patient. And the patience is going to help me catch some huge winners. All right, well, I hope that helps you for trading in recession. Again, my name's Casey Stubbs, and I'm the founder of Forex Master Trader. Thank you.